the results against these two teams last time, do you want your team to be motivated by that? Do you worry about maybe being over emotional and so not thinking too much about that?
I worry about everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now, I just want us to keep learning. Again, I think we're really close to taking that next step as a program and being one of the top teams. But the message to the team every day, and specifically today, is that we have to get better. Whether that's skill set or in leadership, in ownership of what we're doing in our daily lives. I want to see us get better. Again, I think the Stanford match showed that we have the talent to beat everybody, which we already knew by beating Minnesota and being in some of those other matches, but it just reinforces, that we can be pretty darn good. So I think for us, it's never about, Coach Rad, our strength coach, is always about faceless opponent. So I think for us, we try to do that. It's a lot easier said than done, but that's something we try to do. So we need to get some wins. We need to keep improving it and just getting better. And so now we have an opportunity to do that against Arizona State and Arizona. So that's what we're going to try to do.
I feel like you have seen some maturity since that weekend, though.
Since that Arizona weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
In a lot of areas too, and that just needs to continue to grow. Again, we have to develop good habits. Just like in every sport, you have your highs and your lows. So how do we start stabilizing a little bit more? After that Arizona weekend, we go to SoCal and we put on one of the most impressive performances in program history. So that's awesome. And then Colorado, amazing gutsy win. Utah, probably the most strength I've ever seen from one of my teams. And then this past weekend, I thought we played great against a really good Cal team. And then Stanford, I thought we looked as good as we've ever looked. And then couldn't sustain. But I think that has more have to do with Stanford being really good than us being necessarily bad. So for us, it's, we know what we can be. Now we have to work to be that every day.
Monica did mention that she is motivated by what happened with Arizona last time. So going off of what you just said, is that something you let the players embrace if that's how they want to attack it?
Again, I think the Utah match showed that we have a lot of pride. So yeah, I think that Arizona State match stung a lot, especially because it was Danielle's day. And so for us, I think that really was disappointing. So I'm sure there's a lot in our players' minds about wanting to make sure that we make up for that, even though it's not possible. But just that idea of, we let Danielle down and we definitely don't want to do that. So I'm sure that they have a little extra emotional motivation because of that. So.
Monica said that Carson spoke up at practice today, yesterday. What was that talk about?
Yeah, I mean, again, it's about responsibility, and like I said, about every day. So today, I kicked them out of practice today because it wasn't a good day. We weren't in it. We weren't focused how we need to focus to beat Stanford next time, or to play at that highest level that we can play at. So, kicked them out, and there was a meeting at the end, and Carson, I thought, was a leader. She took ownership and was just trying to help people understand how do we get to this place, and I love that. I love that she was able to speak up and find her voice. Never really heard her speak in front of the crowd before, so that was the first time for her, and that says a lot about kind of how she's growing, even though I know you guys don't see it in play, but we see it in practice and we just see it in the locker room, so that's a good thing.
For Arizona, their middles had a really good match last time against you guys. How do you adjust and try to defend them a little bit better?
Yeah, I mean, they're really physical. They're talented. I don't think they got as many swings as they would like for them to. So, so their percentage was good, but they didn't get necessarily a lot of points off of it. I'm sure that they will use them more. What they did was they changed their right side against us to the one-leg attacker, Candice Denny, and she was great. And that was a really hard matchup for us, which I'm sure they will do that again because they found success with that. So, we work on defending the slide a little bit better. And I thought we made good adjustments at the end of that match. So now we have to understand what those adjustments were and get back after it.
What are some of the changes you've seen in Arizona State since the last time you guys played them?
They've changed the lineup a bunch, and this past weekend was different than what it was the week before. They're in a 5-1 at the moment. I don't know if they'll stay in that. They put Elise Ford on the outside and setting her a ton of balls, which I don't know if they'll do that too. She was on the right side in the 6-2 with us last time. So they're just trying to use her more as the focal point of their offense. So we're going to have to do a good job of slowing her down.
Any estimates when they'll be back?
No. So, she was out of her boot today, and she was doing a workout with the team, and she looked a lot more comfortable to me. She's definitely important to us, so it'd be great to have her back. But for me, it's I really want her playing her best at the end of the season. So I don't really know how to do that best. So it's just really is a day-to-day thing, trying to figure it out. When she's ready to go and I feel like she's moving well and she doesn't look like she's going to hurt herself, we'll go with it, you know. But until then, we'll be cautious. So.